took steps.
This is the 2KMC, and my juices are flowing because it's time for your State Farm Assist of the Month. You submitted your favorite passes, and now...
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and... It's NBA. Hey, Dave. Well, Joe. Thank you, David. And tonight, Clark, not just any regular season game. These teams going for higher seeds in the playoffs.
And, Kevin, you've been doing it a long time, and you can feel, even during the regular season, when there's a little extra juice in the players and in the building, and guys are locked in, and it gives you a preview of what the playoff intensity is like. That doesn't happen a lot with the number of games in the NBA schedule, but you can certainly feel it when it does.
You sure can. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Gallinari and Adams, the combo out front. Paul out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the 76ers, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's blocked by Simmons. Embiid with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Simmons.
Embiid is a very assertive player, a player who fights the defense on these contact finishes and does so with confidence.
Paul passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gallinari wide open from outside off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
In the corner, it's Richardson. To the left wing. Embiid against Adams. It's deflected, but he gets it back. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ball against Simmons. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, it's really quite remarkable how well Paul operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
Here's Horford, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. It's going to be Embiid shooting. Steven Adams picks one up. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw tonight. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And, Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
Here is Harris, following the basket by Chris Paul. Here's Embiid. Simmons dishes to Embiid. No good that time. Adams, some nice D. And it's Paul with the ball for the Thunder. Dort rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Thunder with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 7 points for Joel Embiid.
So skilled at maneuvering his way to the cup. Embiid's mobility, extremely impressive for a guy of his size.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor. Savvy move to pull up from three-point range on the break there. When you can shoot it like he can, if you've got it, take it.
Schroeder finds Diallo. Takes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Back to Burks. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Over Noel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom. Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And it's Noel missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Burks the pass to Embiid, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Oklahoma City trailing. Now Schroeder passes it to Ferguson. Noel with it. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Korkmaz passes to Scott. Here's Thibault. The pass to Embiid. Over Noel. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Burks with the steal. Korkmaz passes to Embiid. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. We'll get things started. Chris Paul, an elite defensive player, a student of the
steals thing is just something.
You hear about the importance of watching film, Greg. It reveals itself in many ways.
And learning guys' habits, what they like to do, gives them a knack for when to go after steals without hurting his team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
We've got Joel Embiid. Scott is out there with Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Milton in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter.
Noel is known for his high activity on defense. Great motor. Keeps his arms moving so he can come up with some critical steals in addition to a block shot or 2 as well.
Here's Embiid, and he banks in the layup. Embiid's got 11.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And Embiid with the block.
You look at this combination of reach and timing, it makes Embiid a superb shot blocker.
Burks for 3. They get it back with the second effort. Embiid, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Ferguson for 3, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And, you know, questions for the Sixers about fit between their 2 young stars in Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are legitimate questions, because when young players are that talented, it sometimes is hard for them to sacrifice their own games for the good of the team.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And for Simmons and Embiid, a clash of styles, too. Simmons, Clark, is at his best in transition.
And, Embiid, guys, is more a half-court threat, attacking in the post. Long term, I think they'll figure it out, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between those two.
And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Pass to Robinson. Gallinari against Harris. And Adams sends it back. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. That's a 2 from Paul from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Paul's got 8 points.
And even though he's a little older, Paul still possesses great speed. Excellent at using that speed in transition.
Harris dishes to Horford. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Horford's got his first points in this one. This tug-of-war game continues.
And guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
And Gallinari kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball against Simmons. Paul can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And we come back to it again and again. If you're just looking at points and rebounds, you really miss Al Horford's impact. It goes way deeper than the box score.
Pass to Dort. Stolen by Robinson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's the break. Out to the right wing. A shake. And it's laid in by Paul. Paul's got 6 in the quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Just 5 on the clock. Goes up with a stripe. Horford, no luck.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. The Thunder with the lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
A three-pointer is right on target. Dort's got 5 now. Richardson outside. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. The second quarter was a tight battle, but they were the... That's all for now. Say good.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Gallinari and Adams, the combo on front. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Chris Paul. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. The Thunder shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And guys, that's a pretty good improvement over last season.
Three from Simmons. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
Here's Horford. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
And another miss. Whew. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And the Thunder, another 3.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Harris with it. He's picked up by Paul. Embiid drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And Dort gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Harris kicks to Richardson. Will it go? Good on the jump shot.
This offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those 2 teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
He hits both from the stripe.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Passes it to Diallo. Over to the left wing. Embiid with the steal. Now the pass to Korkmaz. Here's Harris. Drops in the layup for 2. Harris has got it back down to single digits for the 76ers.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Diallo, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11-point game. 1:49 left to play in the third. Ice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Well, we knew that Tobias Harris would be one of the big names during free agency this past summer.
Wasn't a lot of speculation for him when free agency hit. Ends up staying with the Sixers, and I think it makes sense for both sides, and he fits nicely next to Embiid.
Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Burks. Pass to Embiid. And stolen by Diallo. Schroeder finds Noel. It's stolen by Harris. 54 seconds left in the third. Here's Embiid. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Noel.
And Noel just staking his territory with his massive reach. That wingspan makes him an intimidating presence who covers a lot of ground quickly.
The Thunder leading by 9. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia shooting a low 30% mark from the field. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Bucket is good.
Well, he's an elite shooter with a lot of sweet spots. Defenses have to mark and keep an eye on Harris from mid-range.
Passes it to Noel. Now Diallo, guarded by Embiid. Now Schroeder. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. And so it's Oklahoma City heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has... Coach Brett Brown with some words for his players.
It's just what we said, though. It's exactly...
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Thunder with the lead. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. Horford is out there with Mike Scott. And it's Milton in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers.
And you see how complete a player Paul is. Capable of scoring from anywhere.
Richardson outside. Latrey. Good on the 3-point shot.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Paul dishes to Schroeder. Gallinari down low. Defended by Scott. Kept alive. Adams. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. Hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history. Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way. And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Milton the pass to Horford. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A remarkable interior presence. Horford's a veteran who still has those polished post moves.
Dort passes to Paul. Here's Adams. A shot off that time. Good D by Embiid. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his second foul of the game. The 76ers trail by 4. Pass to Milton. A floater. Adams gets a hand on it. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Lets a floater go. Adams' shot is off. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Gallinari.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
So he gets them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Harris is checked in for Shake Milton. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Back to Horford to tie it up. That one goes in. Horford's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Stretches the floor nicely for a big, versatile. Horford's become a perennial all-star.
Dort passes to Gallinari. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Gallinari's got his first basket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Out to Harris to take the lead. They get it again. Another shot, and Horford with the lay-in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Paul with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Traps in the tray.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Harris passes to Embiid. Looking to get it going. Gallinari with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Feeds it to Embiid. He can't hit that time. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The shot's good.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Gets the first, that trims the lead to 6. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Thunder. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Harris's shot is off. And here are the Thunder now. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Paul. Yep, it counts. And the Thunder lead by 10.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Gallinari outside. Misses the 3. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. The 76ers with another miss. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile